Hi guys, so today I'm just going to do a quick bike check on the Eunorau UHVO electric full suspension mountain bike. I got this bike about 2 weeks ago. I put on about 60-70 miles on it already. So I just want to do a quick review. I don't think there's really a lot of content out there. So as far as specs, this bike's running on a 350 watt XOFO hub motor. It's okay. As far as batteries, 36 volts, 10.4 amp an hour. So yung range niya, mga 30 miles siguro, max. But I'm getting good range. A couple days ago, niride ko to mga 22.5 mixed terrain, 22.5 miles, and you know, I was able to get home. Marami pa ring battery. Okay pa rin. As far as drivetrain, it's got a Shimano Acera. So it's better than Tourney. It's better than Altus. So mga 3 steps up siya. Actually ships really well. 1x7. Kahit na Acera lang siya, it ships really well. Mabilis. I added that lizard skin chainstay protector. Oh yeah, yung pedals pinalitan ko rin. I just had this lying around, so sayang naman. And I think it looks great with a bike. So yung rear suspension naman niya, this is A5. I don't know anything about this shock. Really not a whole lot of information. I think gawa siya ng KS. So kind shock. I think, you know, maybe this is one of their lower end shocks. It works okay. There's no adjustment on it. Walang compression, walang rebound. It is what it is. So 100 mil rear and 100 mil front travel. So I think the frame itself, maganda yung pagkakagawa niya. Mukhang solid naman. May mga parts na welding na hindi ganong medyo, well, that one looks okay. May mga parts na medyo sloppy, kagaya nito. That part right there. Medyo mahirap makita sa camera, but kind of sloppy. Otherwise, it looks pretty solid. I don't have any problems with the frame. Ito medyo niluwagan ko yung tornilyo dito. But not too loose kasi medyo stiff siya. Hindi siya ganong gumagalaw. Pero ngayon okay na. Yung brakes naman niya ay Tektro Auriga. They're hydraulic brakes. They work really well. Wala akong issue. I mean, you know, coming from guides, and I also have a bike with a SRAM code. This worked fine. For a heavy bike, I don't have any problems with it. Dinala ko na to sa very steep na descent. It's okay. It's not the best brakes, but you know, it's okay. You'll stop. Also, I just want to show you yung front rotor niya is 180. And actually, front and back are 180. So they're good solid brakes. As far as the display, it's just a very simple display. Walang issue. Merong 6 levels ng battery and 5 levels of assist. Ang problema ko lang dito hindi mo siya pwedeng palitan sa miles per hour. Kilometers an hour lang. So that's kind of annoying, but it's not a big deal. Meron din siyang throttle. It looks really solid. Pretty standard there. Sa kaliwa. Some people, they prefer it sa kanan. doesn't really bother me. It's okay. I actually prefer this instead of the grip style throttle. So okay, well, so how does it ride? So the short answer is it actually rides really well. It's a really heavy bike, 67 pounds. Or maybe not, maybe 60 pounds. Hindi ko pa siya wini-weigh. It rides really solid. After playing around with the rear suspension, nakuha ko na yung parang setting niya. Now it feels pretty good. Still kind of stiff, but the suspension works okay for me. I mean, I'm a 220, 230 guy, so it works for me. It rides really well. Given it's only 350 watt, I still have to pedal a lot, especially pagka steep yung hill, which is okay. You know, that's what I wanted anyway. Hindi ko naman gusto yung full throttle lang. You know, I want to still get some exercise while I'm riding. The battery is okay for the type of riding here. Dito marami kaming hills. Like I said, you still have to pedal. You can't just rely on the throttle, which is fine. That's the whole point of mountain biking anyway, right? So I don't really see a whole lot of problems. I think I'm gonna keep this bike and, you know, maybe upgrade some parts, maybe the fork down the road. I also want to switch this over to tubeless, and that's it. You know, just ride the hell out of it. It's a good bike. It's a really nice bike for $800. It's definitely better than, you know, yung mga makikita mo sa Amazon or sa eBay for the price. I don't know if I would pay $1,200 for this bike though, to be honest. I think, you know, sa ganung price point, there's a lot of other options. But for $800 for what I paid for it, it's great. I think it's a great deal. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, just post it in the comment. I like it. Overall, I like it. I'm going to take some footages para makita nyo kung paano siya mag-ride. I'm going to see if I can take it up to a hill and, you know, kind of show you. Merong medyo matarik na hill dito sa may amin na I'm going to see if I can get it up there. So, all right. Okay, let's go. See how fast it is? Okay guys, so we're up here. We're gonna do a hill climb test on the Eunorau, and this is my son Dylan. He's gonna climb up that hill. The camera doesn't do it justice, but it's a really steep hill. This is easily an 18% grade hill. So Dylan's gonna give it a shot, and then I'll try it. Obviously Dylan is a lot lighter than me, so I don't have any. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to get up that hill without even pedaling. All right, dude, go ahead. Easy peasy. Alright, I don't think that's going to be the case when I do it. I'm definitely going to have to pedal very hard. Alright, there he is now. So, like I said, the brakes on it is really, really nice. For a cheap hydraulic brakes, it works really well. Good job.
Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah.
So I made it up the hill. I definitely had to pedal a lot more than Dylan did, but it's still way easier. Still way easier than a regular bike. All right, Dylan's gonna try this hill up again, but this time he's not gonna pedal. He's just gonna use the throttle. I already know if I do it, it's not gonna work for me, but for him it might work. So let's give it a shot. You ready? Okay, go. So no pedaling. All right, looks like he's having a hard time. He may have to pedal. Nope. Okay, here's the bike. Made it up this really steep hill. A 27.5 by 3.0 bike, so it's a plus bike. Comes with a 32 Vaxa coil forks. It's a no-name Chinese brand fork, but it's got a 32 mil stanchion, so that's actually pretty good. Overall, I think the components on this bike is really solid. I mean, it's not top end, but it works. It just works. So again, overall, it's a really good bike. I'd like to take a couple more footages. I want to take a footage of this bike on the descent, so you can kind of see how it works. It works really well so far. I mean, you know, really no complaints other than, you know, I want to switch out the tires to tubeless at some point. Okay, so Dylan's gonna attempt this downhill. This is super steep, guys. The video doesn't really give it any justice, but this is a really steep downhill. I've tried to bike here a couple times already. The brakes on it is, you know, it just works. It's not the best brake, but it works. And I'm, you know, easily 225, 230. You know, I'm a pretty heavy guy, and it works for me. Good job, dude. All right, Son and I just got back from riding. So anyway, I wanted to give my final thoughts on this Eunorau UHVO full suspension e-mountain bike. Like I said earlier, for the price point, $800, no brainer. This bike is fantastic. Components are solid. You know, at some point, I'm sure some of the components will start breaking and we'll have to repair or upgrade it. It's okay. That's fine. That happens to every single one of my bike back there. You know, unless there's some real big issues down the road on the frame, I'm not really too concerned. You know, it feels like a very solid, very robust mountain bike. Battery's kind of anemic. You know, the motor is kind of anemic as well, but that's okay. Like I said, you know, part of the fun of mountain biking is you know, pedaling up that hill. So I'm okay with that. As far as pros, again, price point, I think the $800 price point that I was able to, you know, snag this bike for, fantastic. At $1,200, its current, you know, MSRP online, you know, I don't know. I think that really opens it up to a lot of other options. I mean, you know, Rad City, a lot of e-bikes nowadays, but for $800, I don't think you can find anything better than this bike. Another pro is the geometry. The way you sit up in the bike is just very comfortable. And, you know, it's not super XC, you know, that you would feel, you know, worried about the descents. It's actually still pretty, I'm thinking maybe it's because of the tires. It's a very comfortable bike, uphill and downhill. I don't know what to do with this kickstand. Yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth. It's very convenient. It's very solid as well. But, you know, any true mountain bikers know that, you know, get rid of that. Let's see what else. I think that's it. I mean, you know, go check it out. I'm sure there's other versions of this bike out there. This is a very generic Chinese, you know, e-bike. Let me know.